Good morning, everybody. Happy day after Christmas. I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas, a fantastic Hanukkah, and I think today is Kwanzaa, if that's something you celebrate, and if you're in Canada, I think today is Boxing Day. I have no idea what Boxing Day is. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what Boxing Day is if you're from Canada. I want to know. I want to hear about this. I've heard about it. I just have no idea what do you do on Boxing Day? Do you box? Do you put stuff in boxes? What is Boxing Day? Again, let me know about that one. So, all right, we're gonna go out and do some cinema hunting today because I have off work. We're gonna head to a thrift store and then we're gonna head to a pawn shop, both of which I have not been to in a good long while. But before we do any of that, I need to get some food in me. I am starving, and what better than some more Hilltop hamburgers, of course, because they're open, they're delicious. I'm driving right by it because I want to go right down the road to a thrift store. And since I am driving by this, and again, it's absolutely amazing and delicious, I'm gonna get some more. And look, as I told you guys yesterday, Merry Christmas. How have I gone without you for an entire day? I missed you so much. And we have arrived at our first destination for the day, Liberty Thrift and Home Furnishings. This is their new gigantic, huge, mega, just insanely large store. Lots of good deals in here. Let's go in and see what we can find. All right, first things first, always have to check the front counter where they do keep things like that is really creepy. Well, they do keep things like collectibles and stuff like that. They also keep some Blu-rays up here as well. Now, not all their Blu-rays, and they're not even all factory sealed. I don't know why they keep some stuff up here because they have a lot of Blu-rays and even factory sealed Blu-rays in the back, but that's besides the point. They do keep some stuff up here. Also video games as well. So you always got to come up here first, see what they have. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing much in the way of anything. They still have that Three Musketeers 3D Blu-ray here. Unfortunately, the 3D disc is missing from that, so I do not want that. Otherwise, looks like the same stuff they had last time. And as far as video games are concerned, looks like a bunch of Game Boy games I already have. Do not need those. So, all right, on to the electronics, and then we'll make our way back to the actual media. Well, unfortunately, as far as the electronics are concerned, nothing I have any interest in whatsoever. Lots of DVD players, VCRs, things like that, but nothing that I actually need to pick up. So that's it for that. Let's head over to the actual media section where hopefully they have some really good deals. Now, this is what I love to see. Tons of records, lots of VHS, plenty of CDs, even some video games down there. And then, of course, what I'm really here for, all of the movies, lots of DVDs, even some Blu-rays probably in there as well. Very excited to dive in, see what they have. All Christmas is actually, I think, 75% off as well. So if there's any Christmas titles in here I want to grab, I'm gonna get them for even cheaper. So all right, let's dive in. Let's see what they have. I am pretty excited. It's gonna take a while to get through all this, but totally worth it. Already have these, but these are totally cool. The Little Mermaid Ariel's Undersea Adventures, this here being volume 1, and they also have volume 4 as well. Those are great. Might want to pick these up for the cinema sickness, or I don't know. These are totally awesome though. These have never been released to DVD. Well, okay, that's a lie. A few episodes were actually released. If you get the those princess like story collections, you have like a few episodes in there, but for the most part, never released to DVD. So again, I already have them, but I might pick them up for the store. Wow, something else I already have, but you don't see this too often. This is the Platinum Edition release of Bambi on VHS. Again, that is really not something you come across too often. I do already have a brand new factory sealed copy of this, but again, maybe gonna pick this one up for the Cinema Sickness store. This is pretty neat, a big box of the Music Box and Way Out West. These look pretty cool. We have some Disney Channel original movies here on VHS. Now these do look to be newer titles, so I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna feel about these, but they are Disney, they are for a great price. I think I'm gonna pick them up. So it looks like my Phil Collins and Genesis collection are gonna get even bigger now. We have some Phil Collins Seriously Live and Genesis Live, the Mama Tour? I don't know, that's awesome. So definitely grabbing both of these. You guys know me, I love my Phil Collins, I love my Genesis. Yeah, these are coming home with me. Well, as far as the DVDs are concerned, I am seeing a lot of really cool stuff. Unfortunately, it's a lot of really cool stuff I already own. Check these out. We have some Walt Disney's, what's this, Classic Cartoon Favorites Volume 10. This is awesome. You don't come across these too often, and when you do, very rarely are they not scratched completely. This has not one single mark on it. That's really awesome, but I do already have it. I don't need it. Also, some brand new factory sealed Bob Newhart. That is also amazing, but again, I have that as well. And also brand new factory sealed, this is great, Tooth and Nail Videography, what, 93, 99? That is a really cool compilation of a lot of fantastic bands. But again, I already have it. Although they do have something pretty cool that I definitely have to pick up. sing-along songs at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, as you can see, the top here looks like somebody tried to break into it, but I assure you the DVD inside is completely 100% scratch-free. I love these sing-along songs releases. I rarely come across them in good condition, and when I do, I have to pick them up. This is an amazing find. You may remember only a few days ago at Goodwill I came across this CD, but I had to pass on it because it was absolutely just horribly scratched. Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. This one here is in perfect condition. I gotta pick it up. I think it's a sign. All right, that does appear to be about it for Liberty Thrift and Home Furnishings. Again, this store is huge. It's gigantic. It is absolutely amazing. I love this place. I do have some bad news though. We will not be heading out to the pawn shop, and that is because of some good news. The wife called me, and she wants to head to Target, and as you guys know, I really want to get out to Target as well because I have those gift cards. I want to go out and buy some Disney Blu-rays, so we're not going to go to the pawn shop, but we are going to go to Target. So all right, let's get out of here. I did find some goodies. We'll take a look at all that stuff when we get back home, but let's go to Target. I'm sorry if I seem very tense and angry and frustrated during this portion of the video. We'll get to why eventually. I'll just briefly say that prepaid, like PayPal card thing that was given to me, which I thought was just a simple gift card. Oh no, this is a whole big shady thing where they try to set you up for like this card, and so you have a debit card and they take all your information, and it's really shady. It's really weird. Never, ever buy one of those for anybody. I was just on the phone for about a half hour with customer service, and it was a big mess, and I actually don't even have $25 on that card now. I only have about $20 on that card because they charge you like this activation fee. It is nuts. Again, we'll get more into that later. For those of you who like it when I get very angry and yell a lot, you're gonna be very happy with this video because I'm gonna freak out in a few minutes for you guys. All right, deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're at Target. I'm gonna buy something. I still have that $25 gift card to Target that actually is like a normal gift card. And again, I still have like at least $20 or something like that on that other gift card, or not even gift card, like prepaid debit card or whatever. Just let's go buy some stuff. Well, okay, here's the one and only copy of BFG they still have in stock, and they do not have any more Pete's Dragon. I did ask about that. They are completely out. In fact, they are out of a lot of stuff. These shelves are looking rather barren. I guess a lot of people have been shopping today and over the last few days for Christmas, maybe spending gift cards or picking up last-minute items a few days ago or something like that. I don't know. They have definitely not restocked, though. I can tell you that much. So it looks like this is it. This is the only thing I'm picking up because, like I said, I really do want to grab Pete's Dragon. But maybe that's not the worst thing in the world because I am going to use my $25 Target gift card towards this and then not use the prepaid PayPal card, debit card thing that... Again, calm down. So maybe that's a good thing because I do need to call them back tonight and just find out what exactly is going on with that card because it's just, again, it was really shady setting the whole thing up and talking to customer service and whatnot. I need to get that all squared away. So maybe it's a good thing I'm not actually using that card yet. I have no idea. So, all right, looks like to be the only thing I am actually picking up. I don't see anything else I necessarily want to grab. And like I said, I really do want to get Pete's Dragon if I still end up having money on that card to use later on. So I guess that's about it for the media. Actually, before we leave the media section, let me show you guys this. A ton of 4K is on sale right now at Target. This is actually pretty amazing. Some great prices right here. Things like Everest for only $20 if they had any copies in stock. The Mechanic Resurrection is only $20. Lone Survivor's $20. Oh, whoa. Now You See Me 2 is on sale for only $20 right now. That is pretty tempting. I kind of want to grab that. Maybe I should. I don't know. I'm going to think about that one. And this is even more amazing. The Hunger Games movies are actually on sale right now for only $13, with the exception of Mockingjay Part 2. That's $20, but still really good deals for those movies on 4K. Looks like everything else is around the $23 to $25 price range, but still, that is a really good deal for a lot of this stuff. So if you're looking to beef up your 4K collection, apparently Target is the place to be. All right, it's a few hours later. I'm definitely in a better mood now than I was when I headed out to Target. I was pretty upset, but I've gotten some food. I've relaxed a bit. I even watched a movie. I just kind of took myself away from the world for a little while and just calmed down. And it was all because of this plastic card right here. This is shadiness in plastic form. We'll get more into that in a little bit, but now we're going to take a look at everything I picked up today. So first up, obviously, is everything I picked up from Liberty Thrift and Home Furnishings. Not my greatest haul ever, not my best trip out there, but still, I found some pretty awesome items. And first up, we'll take a look at everything I grabbed for the Cinema Sickness store. This is all stuff for you guys. So I did make an executive decision over the weekend, and I decided that at the Cinema Sickness store, I'm going to solely stick to media. That's it. I'm not going to be selling merchandise and toys and all that stuff anymore. I'm going to weed my way away from that, and I'm going to solely stick to media. Mostly cinema, so it's mostly going to be movies, but the occasional, CD, record, something like that. Games, sometimes here and there. Mostly cinema, but sometimes music, sometimes games. So that's what I'm going to do. So it's all going to just be media. It's going to be so much easier. I can ship everything out media mail, so it's going to make the cost for you guys cheaper. And it's going to be easier to figure stuff out. As far as shipping is concerned, it's easier just all around to not be selling all kinds of other stuff. I don't have to figure out, what people are going to want to buy. Media seems to fly off the shelves. So we're going to stick to media. Sound good to you guys? I'm sure it does. Most of you guys seem to like buying media as, more so than toys and stuff like that. So that is what we'll be doing. It's all going to be media at the Cinema Sickness store. I still do have my Etsy. I will still be selling the stuff I already have currently at Etsy. So if you guys are interested in any of that, you can pick that up. I'll be listing some of it to Listia as well. But as far as the Cinema Sickness store is concerned, mostly all just media for now on. So here's what I picked up. So this is awesome. We have a brand new factory sealed copy of Bambi Special Edition Platinum Edition release. That is cool. You just don't like I said, you don't come across these too often because I don't think they were as widely available as the DVD was. So this is really, really cool. I actually already have a factory sealed copy of this, so I have come across 2 copies, but I don't see them too often. So this is pretty awesome. I just had to pick this up for the store. This is great. Had it not been factory sealed, I would have let it go. But the fact that it's still factory sealed, yeah, I had to pick it up for the store. That's awesome. And then these, I actually had copies of these at the store a while back, but somebody already bought them, so I bought some more. And that is 2 copies of The Little Mermaid Ariel's Undersea Adventures, this year being Volume 1 and Volume 4. That is great. Great show. This is a really fun Disney show, obviously based all around The Little Mermaid. Most of these episodes have not been released to DVD. You can only find a couple of them on the, I think it's like Disney Princesses collections. I think there's like a party collection and like a, I forget. They put out some weird Disney Princesses collection DVD releases. If you have them, you can get some episodes of this show on those DVDs, but you're only getting like maybe 3 episodes, and that's it. That's all that's ever released to DVD. So these VHS tapes are really cool. I have the entire set in my collection personally, so I had to pick up 2 more of these. Like I said, they sold before. Figured somebody's gonna want those. And then I did end up grabbing these. I grabbed the Walt Disney's Classic Cartoon Favorites Volume 10, Best Pals, Mickey and Minnie. Again, I don't come across these too often, and when I do, they're usually horribly, horribly scratched. This one here, perfect, brand new condition. That's great. And then because this was brand new factory sealed, Tooth and Nail Videography, 1993, 1999. Some amazing bands in here. Tooth and Nail Records is a great record company, so that's fantastic. Again, brand new factory sealed. And also because it was brand new, The Bob Newhart Show, the complete first season. I already have these. Again, this is all stuff I already own, but figured I'd pick it up for the store. And again, this is brand new. This is factory sealed. That is great. So again, that was all stuff for the Cinema Sickness store, but now on to what I picked up for myself. So of course, had to grab Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. As I mentioned, I just saw this the other day in Goodwill, but it was horribly, horribly scratched, so I had to pass on it. This one here, in perfect condition. The cinema gods, or the music gods, the media gods, were smiling upon me and said, get it. So I had to pick that up. That's awesome. I love Cyndi Lauper. Then we have Cake. This is Pressure Chief. I did not have this one yet. I have a lot of the other Cake albums. This one I did not yet have. I love Cake. Great band. And then MXPX 10 Years and Running. Another good band here. Not like my favorite punk band ever, but still a really good punk band nevertheless. Definitely one that was really big back in the days when I got really into punk rock. I remember this band was huge. I didn't really like them at the time. Just like, pop punk. But now, like, okay, now I like them. And they're actually on Tooth and Nail. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if, yeah, right there. MXPX. So they're on there. So that's awesome. That's really cool. Definitely had to grab that. This is brand new factory sealed. This was cool. I grabbed Jibbing with Jeremy Jones. I have no idea what jibbing is. I'm guessing that's a snowboarding term. You guys clue me in. This is a snowboarding DVD. That's awesome. I love these extreme sports videos. They're fantastic. I love watching these. Used to watch them all the time back in high school, back when I skateboarded. So that's cool. Had to grab that. This, I'm so excited. I can't believe this is in perfect condition. We have sing-along songs at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I love these. I got a bunch of these in the collection. And like I said, when I do come across these, 9 times out of 10, they're scratched. The ones I have in my collection were just me getting lucky over the years. So this is fantastic. And as you can see, it looked like somebody tried to like break into this at some point. It's all destroyed. In fact, I'm going to replace this case because the plastic is all just is done for. But I went like this. I'm like, it's not opening. That's awesome. And of course, I checked the disc. I popped the disc out from inside, and it was scratch-free. This is brand new. Nobody ever watched this, so that's just amazing. That was a great find there. And then some more Phil Collins and Genesis. Again, Phil Collins, Seriously Live. Got myself a Squeeze and Shake case along with this too. That'll go on something else, but that's awesome. So very cool. Some Phil Collins and some Genesis, the Mama Tour. Awesome. Again, I love Phil Collins and I love Genesis, so I had to grab both of those. Now, you guys, I'm sure some of you guys out there have seen these, so by all means, leave some comments down below. Clue me in. Let me know if these are any good, because I have no idea. I grabbed two Disney Channel original movies. I've never seen these. I don't even know to see what year these are from. Probably not. Disney never puts the years on anything. I have no idea. Again, you guys can clue me in. We have Johnny Tsunami and the 13th Year. I don't know. I guess this one's about a snowboarder in the snow? Here. Okay, you ready? Here's my guess. For those of you who've seen this movie. Again, I've never seen this. There's a surfer who lives, you know, somewhere where people surfing, maybe California, something like that. He's really big into surfing, huge surfing fan. He has to move, and where he moves is a snowy, cold area. So he's going from a nice, warm, tropical area where he can surf to a cold climate where it's all snow, and he's miserable and he's sad, but then he, like, maybe becomes friends with somebody and wins a snowboarding competition or something like that, right? Am I right? I wouldn't be surprised. You guys let me know. We'll see. And this one, is it about a kid who gets, like, the powers of, like, a sea creature? What is this about? Yeah, the kid has, like, fins and stuff? What? And Dave Coulier's in this? Awesome. I don't know. You guys clue me in on this one. It looks interesting, but it was Disney. I had to pick them up, so I don't know. Any good? Maybe, maybe not. Again, I had to grab them. And then finally, the two titles I ended up picking up from Target. So obviously, I did grab BFG, the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack. I heard good things. A lot of you guys were saying it was a good movie, so look forward to checking it out. Although I still can't get past that name. I mean, if you're like me and you grew up playing Doom, you know what that stands for. It's something really not Disney. But anyway, very cool. I look forward to checking this out. Like I said, a lot of you guys said it was good, so we will see about that. And then I still had some Shopkick points left, so I've been racking those up and not spending them for some reason, so I've been trying to actually spend them now. We have The Mechanic Resurrection. Awesome. This I got for, I think, around $5. That was a great deal. I could have got the Blu-ray, but then I would have paid a little bit more. I figured whatever. I just grabbed the DVD. I have the first movie on DVD, so why not grab the second movie on DVD as well for only $5? Great deal. So looking forward to checking it out. Have I even seen the first movie? I want to say I have, but I could be thinking of Transporter. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to rewatch the first movie, whether I've seen it or not. I'm going to check it out again, or at least for the first time, and then watch this one. So looking forward to checking it out. I love Jason Statham. He's fantastic. Like, everything Jason Statham is. He's like The Rock. Like, if The Rock's in something, I gotta see it. If Jason Statham's in something, I gotta see it. So that's awesome. So Mechanic Resurrection. Looking forward to checking that out. That's awesome. So there you go. That was everything I picked up today. So quickly, before we get into this card right here and I tell you my real thoughts on this, let's quickly talk about the movie I saw tonight. And I know I'm doing this a little bit differently. Usually I say I'm going to watch a movie, show you a little clip, and then I talk about the movie. But again, I was just in a funk tonight. I was in a bad mood. I came home. I just lied down, popped a movie on. I didn't want to deal with anything. I just wanted to relax and watch a movie. And the movie I chose tonight was Suicide Squad, the extended cut. And it was okay. It's a DC movie. You know what that. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know what I mean by that. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good either. It's like every other DC movie I've seen, with the exception of like the more recent Batman movies. I mean, the Christian Bale Batman movies. They were really good. I really like those. Those I really enjoyed. But a lot of the DC movies recently have just been like, I don't hate them. A lot of people like really trash them. And I can't necessarily disagree with the people who trash them. And people who rip these movies apart, I'm like, I can't fault you for that. There's some movies where I'm like, oh, come on, give that movie some credit. These I'm like, well, if you want to rip them apart, I'm not going to say no to it. Go for it. But I haven't really hated any of the DC movies I've seen recently. I just haven't loved them either. And this definitely falls into that category. It was just okay. Did it keep me entertained? Yes, but I wasn't blown away by it. The whole time I'm just like, this is all right. I don't even know. I don't even know where to go with this movie. It was mediocre the entire way through. I really liked Will Smith's character. I thought he was really fun. He was probably my favorite character out of all of them. Harley Quinn, though, she a little too hammy, which I know sounds weird. You think of Harley Quinn, she hams it up all the time, but it came off kind of cheesy. Like it didn't seem right. Like the Harley Quinn from like Batman animated series, like that was kind of like a good, like it just seemed right. This Harley was just like, yeah. So first time really seeing Harley on screen, it didn't really, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't really all that good either. Jared Leto, yeah, didn't really care for his Joker very much. Definitely my least favorite of every Joker I've seen. And yes, we're even going back to the 1970s Batman, or was that 60? When was that Batman movie? The Adam West Batman. We're even gonna go back to that, and yeah, that was a better Joker. Yeah, I just wasn't a fan of his Joker. It just wasn't. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It just wasn't good either. So pretty much everything about this movie it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. It was just mediocre. The storyline, I mean, having to get this group of people together to, I get it. There's a threat. There's I guess I don't want to say they don't call them mutants. I forget what they call them because I guess mutants is probably is that taken by Marvel? Do they own the rights to that? They call them something else. I forget what word they use, but essentially mutants are people with powers or whatever out there, and they got to put a stop to these people. What are they going to do? Superman at this point is still considered dead. So what are they going to do? Well, they got to get they got to get more people with powers, or people who are just really good, or these super villains basically team them up to go after these bad guys, and of course they do it by putting these things in their neck that are gonna blow their heads off, and basically say do this or die basically, and if you do it, maybe we'll give you a little bit of a reward, maybe some time off or something like that for good behavior if you succeed in this. But for the most part, Suicide Squad, because they're basically on a suicide mission. They're not expected to live through this. They're just, the government's basically hoping they can maybe stop these horrible people, these people with these powers that the government is completely helpless against. Maybe they can do something about it. But if not, well, whatever. They're expendable. So it was just okay. Would I recommend seeing it? I'm gonna say if you've seen the more recent DC movies and you liked them, or you at least thought they were entertaining enough, and you're curious, check it out. If you've seen a lot of the recent DC movies and you hated them and thought they were god-awful, then you have no interest in seeing this one because it's more of the same. So, Suicide Squad, it was alright. Okay, now on to the most important part of this video, the part where I warn you to never buy one of these PayPal cards for yourself or for anybody else. These are not gifts. This is shadiness and horribleness in a plastic form. If you buy one of these for somebody, you're an a-hole, and that person will hate you forever. Now, my grandmother bought this for me. I do not hate her. She's old. She had no idea. In fact, I had no idea, but I'm warning all of you. Now that you know this, don't buy one of these. So, my grandmother buys this for me for Christmas, just, thinking it's a typical prepaid debit card. For anybody out there who's ever had a prepaid debit card before, it's essentially just like a gift card, but you can reload if you want. You can just keep using this over and over and over again if you want to do that. No big deal. I've had it before. When you're done with them, what I do is I spend the money that was on it, the money that was put on it initially from my whatever relative or friend or whatever, spend that money, cut the card up, throw it away. No big deal. You're done. That's it. Easy peasy. Not this one. You gotta call a number to activate it, which again is standard protocol. Most debit cards, prepaid debit cards are like that. You call a number, you activate the card, you're good to go. Spend the money. This time around, what they want is your name, your number, phone number, your social security number, your address, all this information, your birth date, all this information they want for you. And I'm thinking to myself, why do they need all this information for me simply just to activate this card? Well, once you go through all the automation, all the pre-recorded steps you got to go through, then they send you to customer service. At this point, I'm like, why did I do all that stuff and now I'm being sent to customer service? Shouldn't this have just all been done like through the automation? Shouldn't this all have been taken care of? Turns out, this card right here is just so PayPal can make somebody think they're buying you a prepaid debit card when really what that person is doing is buying you an account through PayPal. PayPal, when you activate this card, what they want to do is now set you up for an account. They want to send you a permanent card. This apparently is only your temporary card. They want to send you a permanent debit card, and that debit card is now basically an account. You now have a debit account through PayPal, and you can link it to your PayPal account, and yada, yada, yada. Now, if that's something you want, Awesome. I've seen people out there who have PayPal debit cards because they use PayPal a lot. And again, if that's something you want, that's cool. But if it's not, they force you into that just so you can use this. You cannot use this card without going through this process. So I was pretty upset. I usually, I don't like to get angry with people on customer service lines because they, they're just doing their jobs, but I'm starting to get kind of frustrated. I'm asking questions. They had no answers for me. I'm like, why am I going through this? I just want to use this card. I was so trying to be nice. I wasn't yelling or anything like that, but my wife was like, I could tell you were getting really frustrated because your tone was starting to get kind of angry. And then they eventually put me on with like this other lady who could explain to me better. I guess she was like a higher up. So it was ridiculous. By the time I got the phone, I was so mad because I was building up all that rage inside me. I was doing my best not to just scream at the person on the phone because again, I knew it wasn't their fault. They're just doing their job, but it took everything in me not to just freak out and just snap. So by the time I got off the phone, I was ready to like punch a wall. I was so mad. So it's ridiculous. This is just, again, shadiness in plastic form. This is PayPal trying to trick you into setting up an account with them. And of course, the whole idea is they set you up for this account, and now they're like, we have this account for you. Well, they're expecting people, maybe 1 out of 10 people or whatever is going to keep this account, and now they have an account. That's one extra person who wouldn't have had a PayPal debit card. That's their shady game. That's the whole idea of this, and the whole shadiness of this is to trick people in to getting to setting up an account, getting this card, and then hoping that people keep the card and keep using it. It's ridiculous. So I didn't want to use this necessarily at Target because I was like, you know what? I'm going to call them back and see what's going on here. I was so mad. There was questions I wanted to ask, but I was just so mad I didn't even, like, they weren't even registering in my head. So after I calmed down a little bit, I was like, I got to call them back. I got some more questions to ask them. I got to find out what's going on. If I cancel this card, is it going to affect my credit score? What's going on here? What exactly did they sign me up for? Did they like trick me into? So, again, they did sign me up for a debit card, which is ridiculous. So, I did call them back. They canceled the sending out of the debit card. It's not going to be sent out to me anymore, so that's good. But what I have to do now is once I spend the money on here, which, by the way, there's $20.05. There should be $25 on here, but there's an activation fee of like $5. Yeah, wasn't too thrilled about that. So, the $25, my grandmother basically wasted $5. Never buy one of these. So, I got to spend like the $20.05 that's on here. And once I do that, I then need to call them up immediately and cancel my account. So, fun. This is horrible. Again, I'm warning you guys. I just wanted to shoot this part of the video to let you guys know. Never, ever, ever buy one of these PayPal cards for anybody. If you do, they're not going to be very happy with you. Because, again, I don't blame my grandmother for this. She had no idea. But had somebody like this warned her, and then she would have bought one, then I would have been mad at her. So there you go. You guys have been warned. If you've ever bought one of these for somebody, that's okay. You didn't know. Now you do know. Do not do it. All right? All right. PayPal. And I was just having a conversation with my wife earlier today about how much I love PayPal because for Christmas we bought that gift card. We bought a gift card for my my mother and stepfather. We actually bought them a prepaid debit card, not a PayPal one. I think it was like Visa or something like that. We all chipped in, put a bunch of money on it. So I owe my brother money because he was the one who bought the card, and I forgot to give it to him. And I called him up today. I'm like, oh, I forgot I had the money in my wallet. I forgot to give it to you. I'm like, do you have PayPal? Can I just PayPal it to you? And I just PayPal him the money I owed him. I was like, PayPal is great. I love being able to just be like, here's the money I owe you. Boom, right to him. It took 2 seconds to send money to him. It was fantastic. So I was just praising them today, and now I'm not too happy with them. They're doing some shady practices, so it is what it is. But whatever. I got $20 there. I'll go out and buy something with it probably tomorrow or whatever. Anyway, so that is that. I know, weird way to end the video. In fact, this whole video has just been kind of weird, but it's been a really weird day. So I do apologize for, I don't know, this video just seems weird to me. Does it seem weird to you? I don't know. It's not typical. It's a little different. But again, it's just been one of those days. So again, with that, I am off to bed because tomorrow is back to work. It is Tuesday. It was nice having a 3-day weekend, but it is what it is. Work starts again tomorrow. Though hopefully, my boss was telling me, he's like, this week is usually really slow. So I'm hoping that's the case because apparently only 3 of us are going to be in the office, which means if it does get busy, I'm going to be swamped. It's going to be nuts. So I'm hoping the slowness of this week is the truth. I'm hoping it is very slow. So we will see about that. So I do gotta get to bed because I still have to get up nice and early for tomorrow to go into work. So as always, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button. You're gonna get one. And if you want to grab yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, this is one of many designs you can choose from. Then head over to cinemasickness.spreadshirt.com where you can get yourself one of these. And finally, if you like to support new content and show your thanks and appreciation for these videos, then head over to patreon.com/cinemasickness, where the simple donation of $1 or as much as you like really does go a long way. All goes right back into these videos and gains you early access to most of my videos as well. So again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and never, ever, ever buy one of these cards. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.